from OECD organization, official development assistance can be defined as government aid that enhances and especially targets the economic development and welfare of developing countries. There are types of foreign aid which are monetary support, military and health assistance, tangible products, humanitarian, etc., which offer one country to another countries. The main purpose of giving aid is that to attain welfare and economic development for recipient countries. Malaysia has contributed assistance to many countries, especially Africa's contingent. They mainly assist in terms of humanitarian, yet Malaysia received foreign aid too from developing countries such as USA recently contributed funds to buy vaccine.
In this chart, within a span of 7 years from 2012 to 2019, in the first year it starts with 18.32, then there was a significant decline by 113.31, then it was in fluctuation pattern. At the end in 2019 it recovered slowly by 5 point.
I will explain about the privileged enemy. In Malaysia, when the operation of the local government and private sector develop, their role in the economy become indirect, as happened in the first tier East Asian miracle economies, and therefore Malaysia likewise explain the evolution phase. Recently, such sectors have accelerated their economic revolution, which should not be equated with the marginalization of central administration. There is a broad agreement in the international assistance community on the importance of improving planning, strategy and management capabilities in developing nations. Malaysia experienced an increase in aid in terms of size and complexity, with Central Economics Agency confronted with the ultimate aid management challenge, such as the need for frugal external aid management and caution of surplus and shortage, as well as the usefulness of potential investment projects.
Despite of its privilege, there are also criticism of foreign aid, as many economic experts say that political is the primary reason the aid sometimes ain't working or lack of contributing to recipient countries. Most of the aid have been corrupted by the elite group of people, which is the government itself. They are the one who handle how the assistance is being utilized. The money, for instance, is not distributed among the poorer or to promote growth. Vice versa is instead used on military equipment, which ain't the priority on focusing economic development and to banish the poverty issue. Another criticism of aid is the term of aid being used, which is not the literal meaning by some rich countries, is merely to gain high interest payment from recipient countries, and this will sabotage the respective receiving countries, especially if they are developing countries, when the accumulation of debt as it has been declared as loan. This scandal has been indicated since financial crisis in 2008, when the Western government volunteered to borrow money at low rates by setting up aid programs lending to poor countries at much higher rates. Thus, there is a clear correlation between increased aid and statistically significant increase in corruption. There are two alternatives that might influence the aid become more effective. Initially is by improving aid quality, which is simply assigning the aid into small projects. Therefore, the donor countries can control the fluctuation and lack of anticipation of aid. Furthermore, by assembling the private sector, it is known that private sector or investment is one of the aspects that able to foster the GDP or economic development for a country. Nevertheless, the foreign aid has yet to reflect that sentiment.
US foreign policy. There are three main objectives of US foreign policy, which are security, prosperity, and the creation of a better world. And there is goals as well. United States provides national security, encourages international trade, fosters world peace, and promotes democracy and human rights. For example, The United States exercised its foreign policy through economic aid. For instance, famine relief in North Korea provides not only humanitarian assistance but also a foothold for the development of democratic ideals and institutions. Also, Congress changes the naturalization rules for immigrants when motion to become citizens.
Here is the Japan perception of reality. There are worldwide challenges that require immediate attention. Poverty is one of them, with millions of people living below the poverty line right now. In addition, we are seeing the effect of climate change, and they are facing environmental challenges that require attention. For the Japanese economic relations, Japan also maintains strong economic ties, including trade and investment, with the Association of Southeast Asian Nations (ASEAN) its third largest trading partner. Making proactive contribution to peace also one of the Japan foreign policies. Japan seeks to contribute to peace in a broader sense. Taking a more comprehensive approach to peace, Japan is considering peace building as a means of achieving long-term peace in post-conflict areas through comprehensive measures such as peacekeeping, emergency humanitarian aid, promotion of peace and reconciliation process, reconstruction and development.
In 1970s, Malaysia encountered shift of donor composition and grant proportion. UK was the largest donor in Malaysia, which equipped technical assistance. Recently, UK still being one of the largest countries that assists huge proportion of aid. Palestine is a Muslim country that is known for its suffer because of war with Israel. Therefore, Malaysia has aided Palestine of $1 million in 2016. However, this is still a small proportion for other large countries. For example, the United States and Saudi Arabia has contributed $368.4 million and $148 million respectively in the same year.
قل الله عز وجل أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وتعاونوا على البر والتقوى ولا تعاونوا على الإثم والعدوان واتقوا الله إن الله شديد العقاب. Help one another in acts of piety and righteousness, and do not assist each other in acts of sinfulness and transgression. And be aware of Allah. Verily, Allah is severe in punishment. Quran chapter 5 verse 2.